He wanted to be his daddy. Clown ass.
So you dressed my son up as a clown?
And did. Because that's what he wanted to be, just like his daddy. He admired you so much.
That's bogus, man. You don't do no kids like that,
Your
man.
son loved you. He wanted to be you.
I'm a side chick. Of course I knew that man was married before I started dealing with him. I'm a side chick. Of course he gives me a weekly and monthly allowance and pays all my bills. He does that for you, right? I'm a side chick. Of course I sent him back home to be unhappily happy so he could come back to me and be. I'm a side chick. Of course he can't cheat on me because his commitment is with you. I'm a side chick. Of course I know that if he dies, you are going to get his pension and all of his money. That's why I had him sign off on the life insurance policy that he pays with my name on it. I'm a side chick. Of course I'm the authorized user on a credit card that you have no idea about. I'm a side chick. Of course I don't work because our husband pays all the bills. I'm a side chick. Of course we have lunch together about 4 times a week. I'm a side chick. Of course I don't sleep with him for all of these things. You do. Don't shoot the messenger.
You ready for this? Hey, bro, don't do it. Dude, don't do it, bro. I'm telling you right now. Max.
Were you the one that was fucking telling me, bro?
Max.
Talking about
Max, stop.
This is what you fucking wanted. This is what you fucking wanted. This fucking bitch cheated on me with some fucking nigga from school.
Alright, fuck that guy. But I need you to realize
fuck that guy. This is what I want to do to
just
him.
drop it.
But I'm going to do
Just
it
drop
to you
it.
or him. You guys decide.
Drop it, dude. I'm telling you right now. Drop it. Don't do this. I don't want to shoot you.
It's done.
I don't
I
want
seen
to
this.
shoot you. I do
It's
not.
done. This is what you fucking wanted. Stop it. This is what you fucking wanted.
We need you to check out there.
Pop it, dude. You
I
ready
don't
for
want
this?
it. I don't want.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
Hold on. Go. Give me a taser.
Yes, hello. I need the police here. This man, he won't get out of my house now. And I already told him to get out of my house a thousand fucking times.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. So who is he to you?
His name is. He will not leave me alone.
Ma'am, my question is, who is he to you?
Huh?
My question is, who is he to you?
No, that's up. No,
Hello?
off of me. Get your ass the fuck off of me now. He's touching me.
Hello?
Me.
Hello?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I need the police here right now. No, because he won't get his hands off of me, and I already told him 1,000 times.
Ma'am.
Get his fucking
Okay,
hands off me.
ma'am, walk away so I can talk to you.
Telling me that don't worry, your mamas will be okay. They told me that they didn't tell me just pray for my mom. They didn't tell me none of that. And I was just not praying. I just thought that I could trust them. And it was just the goodest thing. I miss my mom so much. And it's heartbreaking.
I have to live daily with them, asking for their mother and, just trying to keep her memory alive with them because, it's so unfair to these young babies that they don't get to live with their mother anymore. She's been stolen, murdered, and just a space is just so void in my life now. And I can't give her back, and I just want justice.
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like, we got these crazy relationships, These relationships that could cost you a lot, It doesn't have to be with the courts. It can cost you a lot in your life, you know what I'm saying? It costs you a lot by just dealing with these people, you know what I'm saying? So I gave you example of a man losing his life over domestic violence, quote unquote. You know, he found his wife cheating, her girlfriend, whatever. Um, and the cops, he had a knife on the cops, and being emotional and you know being mad, it's not a good look, And I guess he might have lunged towards the cops with the knife, and the cops killed him. So in that story, the man ended up dead from the cops killing him over domestic violence. And with this woman in L.A., um, L.A. Sheriff's Department came in and was trying to calm her down and stuff like that. But you know, being in domestic situations like this, which is one of the most dangerous places the police could be at, they say that a lot of stuff happened with these domestic relationships, domestic violence. Every time a cop comes, it's very dangerous for his job to have to deal with domestic violence situations. So when they do go to domestic violence situations, they either want to arrest somebody so they can get them off the property or away from the victim, quote unquote, man or woman, or just to diffuse the situation to get them away. So they usually try to get somebody out of there, somebody away from that type of stuff, because this stuff could be so volatile. It can go from 0 to 60 in no time, and a lot of cops end up getting hurt, from showing up to these domestic violence situations. So, you know, sad to say that these people had to lose their life because they're arguing and fighting and doing all this stuff, and the cop doesn't know how to handle a certain situation and pulls out his gun and ends up killing somebody. Um, Especially over certain situations where they have knives on people or people getting hurt, somebody's already stabbed or anything like that. I don't know. I couldn't tell you how to respond if somebody was lunging at you with a knife. This is the problem with cops. They don't have you can't have a protocol for half of this type of stuff. Oh, use the taser. What if the taser's not effective and they're still coming at you? A thick jacket could stop a taser. Misplaced on me could stop it from being effective. So, it's different subjects and different situations that cops have to go through. And I'm sad to say that people lose their life over these type of situations. Now we have to look at what really happened and why somebody would lose their life over domestic situations like this, instead of walking away, going to court, or maybe even talking it out, instead of them getting a wrestling match, or even getting loud enough where the cops are being called. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man aggressing a woman, or a woman being the victim all the time. As you can see, the woman had the knife on the man and he was in the corner, no telling if he was already hurt, if he was already harmed. We know that women has killed plenty of men. Like, one of my favorite TV shows is Deadly Women. One of my favorite TV shows is Snapped. One of my favorite TV shows is Cheaters, because I usually see the nature of a person when they at their brink, all of a sudden they're cheating on their spouse, or they're trying to kill their spouse, or they killed their spouse. So I watch these things to try to understand human nature a little bit better. But as we can see, all it takes is you not thinking clearly for some of these bad things to happen, and you end up in a worse situation than you was when you were just arguing and bickering and fighting. That's why relationships are so important, for who you're dealing with and who you're being around. You don't want to be put in these positions where you can't control the other person that you're with. Next thing you know, the cops are being called because, can't control them. They're yelling or screaming, whatever the case might be. And it's just a bad deal all the way around. And cops are called, you're pushing them away, or they're aggressing you, you're coming towards them and they're pushing you away, whatever the case might be. It's just a bad thing. It's a bad sight when cops come into that type of situation. You never know how they're going to react because you're reacting. So whatever they do is damn near justified under the law because the way that you're acting or the way that you're portraying yourself or moving or whatever the case might be, they could easily justify shooting at you or shooting a taser or hitting you with a billy club upside the head, and that might cause you to hurt, be damaged for a long period of time. So you never know. These cops be put in these situations and they're just responding. It's sad to see some cops do take their job a little bit too far, and I know there's some crooked cops that do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sad to see they wouldn't even been in this situation if this domestic violence calls didn't come in or these arguments didn't go on. So all I'm saying is a lot of people got to watch out who they're even getting around so they don't have to argue, bicker, fight like this. And then accidentally the cops come in and somebody end up dead over over nothing, over somebody arguing, didn't want to cook, didn't want to take out the garbage, didn't want to change the tire, didn't want what could be the case of somebody losing their life because of an argument, and I'm talking about really an argument, like, okay, the worst is he cheated on you. Like, the worst is she cheated on you. Like, leave, bro. Like, don't get killed by the cop because you're arguing. Leave, women. Don't get killed by the cop because you're arguing. You know what I'm saying? And this is just so minute to where people don't even think that it can go that far. But as you can see, these cases are recent, and these people lost their lives because they can't choose a good mate. And this is where this red pill, manosphere stuff come into play because you need to know that by you picking the wrong mate can cost you your life. By you picking the wrong mate, you can go to jail for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Over allegations, over some plot and plan, You can lose your finances. You can go homeless over choosing the wrong mate, man or woman, but this is a man show. You know what I'm saying? This was the man show before the man show. So I'm talking to the man here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to make sure y'all picking right, choosing right. It can cost you a lot. And these days, they're not trying to hear you out. They're not trying to see who's in the right or wrong. They're just trying to remove somebody from the situation and call it a day. They're not even sure who's right and wrong in this. They don't give a damn. It's who's leaving. Who's leaving? I don't see nobody battered or bruised. Who's leaving? Because I ain't got time. They're not trying to see who's right or wrong or who's worse or who's bad, who's gonna win in the divorce. They ain't there for that. They there to have y'all be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can't be peaceful together, then y'all need to separate. And that's what they're there to do. Separate y'all. They're gonna ask you, hey, don't have us come back. You know what I'm saying? Don't have us do this. Don't or are you coming with me and you don't show back up for 24 hours or whatever the case. They have to make these decisions on the spot. So, for men that still looking and hoping and praying that they could find a woman that's on their same level, you know what I'm saying, spiritually, mentally, all that, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And make sure they know what the hell you want out of the situation because, as you can see, they probably wanted the same thing or acted like they wanted the same thing, but arguing does not need to be on the table. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should not ever argue. Y'all should have disagreements, but yelling and screaming, going back and forth, leave. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to leave. Somebody has to go take a breather. Somebody has to go take a drink. Go take your time and come back and have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not even have it the same day. Maybe they say we can't even talk about this today. Let's try to talk about this. Let's revisit this another day. You know what I'm saying? They have no problem revisiting things with the courts. Have no problem revisiting things with their boss. Have no problem revisiting uh, things with their teachers, the kids' teachers, and all that shit. Revisit it with your husband. Revisit it with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to communicate like this. Learn how to communicate like y'all in a court of the law or something, where you know there ain't no bullshit that can happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pick up the table and bust her upside the head. She can't just pick up the lamp and hit you upside the head. Act like y'all in the court of law already, and then learn how to talk through your differences. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. Silence is acceptance, and we ain't having it. Like, comment, subscribe.